Some people, it takes them forever to learn that. Some people, they never learn it, but I learned it a while back, you know, with the power kick. And used to be a meter watcher. Now I don't even look at it hardly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, as long as you know the stuff is running right, that's all that matters. And a quick glance every now and again, you kind of know what things are, and all is good, you know. So, yeah. And when I realized, you know, when I realized the importance of the logarithmic scale, and that you had to increase the carrier and the peaks all by a factor of 4 to get one measly S in it, and, you know, worked the math out and saw where you got to the point of diminishing returns and all that kind of stuff, it no longer made any sense to try to push everything for all it's worth. You know, it's not designed to run that way. You can damage it. You do all kinds of crazy stuff to it, and it doesn't really help you that much. So, yeah, once that concept gets absorbed and understood, one runs the radio a whole lot different than they would otherwise, breaking.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, all I watch on this thing when I do look at it, I haven't been looking at it at all. All I watch on this thing is my screen current. That's all I look at on this Tetrode is the screen current. My grid, I'm looking at the grid current meter right now, and I'm not even pulling 10 milliamps on the grid right now. Not even 10 mils, Roger.
Beautiful. Yeah, I need to run like that all day long, all day, all night, all year. Oh, man. Yeah, pretty cool. That's how we're supposed to run this stuff. That's how we're supposed to do it. And let Mother Nature do the heavy lifting. You know, you either got the conditions or you don't. You're going to talk or you won't, you know, but pushing your stuff harder to try to get up over the neighbors or over somebody else, I learned the hard way. Because I went up against, I was trying to key up. I wasn't going up against because I was losing key after key after key. But I was trying to go up against 766. I was trying to talk, you know, while he had conditions, I was trying to go to who he was going to, knowing full well and good that he had conditions. But I kept pumping my stuff up higher and driving it harder and watching that little thing put out some serious power for a little while. And then that grid to cathode short happened, and I realized real fast, you know, as much as I knew I was doing it wrong, I was going to get him. I'm going to push that thing. It didn't make any difference.
Yeah, it didn't make a world of difference. You thought you was doing something, though, like a train pushing against a dead wall, huh? Like putting your car up against a big old oak tree or redwood tree, trying to go forward. Just deadheading, that's what you call that. I got another filament transformer for this thing. My filament voltage is a little bit lower than what the specification is on it. I imagine it would do a little more watts with a little bit more filament voltage with the correct voltage, but I've got a brand new filament transformer that'll run 2 of these things, and I think eventually that's what I'll do, but I'm not in a hurry for that, you know. I got some other things I'd like to do before I do that.
Yeah, 410. You know, I never tried that game with the filament. Well, I mean, I always run my stuff the way, you know, the iMac wants them to run. And, you know, I'll stay within spec, you know, but you look at the shootout guys, the mobile guys that are running AC boxes, and they call for 6.3 volt filament or 7.5 volt filament, and they'll run that 6.3 volt filament tube up at, you know, 9 or 10 volts of filament. You know, obviously you're going to get more, you know, the thoriated tungsten's going to expel more energy coming off the filament. You're going to get more power out. But man, that poor tube ain't going to last very long. You know, but you make some more power. So yeah, if you play the game with the idea of controlled destruction in mind, you can make a lot of power. But then you don't have key down time, you don't have longevity, you don't have all the things that, you know, that I like to have. I don't care about that last watt on the meter, but if I was parked next to somebody, if somebody was running an equal antenna system and they were, within a quarter mile of my station, I might be more concerned with a little bit of power, but I don't even care.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I have to check this thing under load, but I think I'm sitting at 5.9 volts on key. And it's a 6.3 volt filament, but I kind of got a package deal on the transformer and the tube. And I do have a better filament transformer, enough that'll run 2 tubes, but I am sitting lower than what the spec is. I'm like 5.9, but and I have had the tube arc a couple times, but I think I need to get on top of that. One day I might try that other transformer in there just to see if my power comes up, but I've been running it for it's going on 4 years now like this, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to guess you're all right. I think it's like 3%. 3% tolerance or 2%, something like that. It's I don't know what it is, but you might be a little low, but you're not keyed up all that much, all that often, and you're not trying to push it harder than you can do with what there is. So I'm going to guess, if you're going to err on one side or the other, you're erring on the side of lower, which is probably safer. But obviously, if you don't want to go too low. But yeah, it's probably safer to err on the side of lower than higher.
Yeah, and with the new filament transformer I got, I don't even have enough room in the RF deck to fit it. I'm gonna have to mount it on the outside and build a little aluminum box to put it in and make some holes for airflow and stuff like that. And I like to put a soft start on the primary of that one too. This one I don't have it.
Oh yeah, the soft start's nice, and that'll be cool. Always something to modify, something to build, something to improve on, something to make better. And then if you do that and you maintain your longevity and your key down time and everything, and you get your 3 dB extra. And it is what it is, it's fun. It's really not even about having more to have more. It's building it to have fun building it and running it, So yeah. No, what a trip. Good deal. You'll enjoy that program, by the way. It's really kind of neat. You could put in limitations to how far you want the boom to be, how long you want it to be. You can put in how many elements you want. You can shoot for gain. You can build for a stretched antenna. You can build for whatever you want. It's really versatile. It's kind of cool. So anyway, give it a shot. See how it. I don't know how the math is going to compare because of the algorithms. I don't know how it's going to compare if you take the numbers from it that it generates and put it into QuickYagi 4, for example. I don't know how that's going to compare. But it by itself, and if you follow it, it works pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out for sure. I definitely will be looking into it. I really appreciate that. Give me something to play around with, something else to mess with. All right, my friend, I'll let somebody else give you a shout. Appreciate the QSO, and if you didn't tell me that driver was down, I wouldn't even know any better. Have a good one.
410. Yeah. If I wasn't looking at the watt meter, I wouldn't know either. The picture on the scope, I got the, what I do notice is I have a Bel Air, the Bel Air AM modulation monitor. I've got that on the big box. I've got REA on the driver, but I got the Bel Air commercial broadcast, AM monitor on the big box. And I don't have enough carrier to make it register all the way up. I had 3 3 loops, or 2.5 loops, I guess, on the input of or on the inside of my RF deck to sample the RF, the current, to get up, to drive this thing. And with full power, it was perfect, but now at reduced power, my carrier light is on, and I'm not even getting enough signal to make that mod monitor work. So that's how low it is. But yeah, I glance over at the mod monitor. I think it's not working, but I can see on the scope, actual real oscilloscope in the other room, I can see it working just fine. Envelope growing just fine. We're looking real good and real happy. So I just did down 13 dB is all. Not a big deal. All right, take care, 7-3. Enjoy that. Yeah, when you got some time this afternoon while you're watching TV or kicking back, relaxing, or just before you close your eyes, let's go ahead and mess around with that and see what you think. And then what's really cool is you can run a couple versions and screenshot them, and save them for later. Breaker?
Hey, Motor Mouth. Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, they had a couple guys making it rough on you. I think that was 88 maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell who it was. I hear my friend Checkpoint out there, too. Yeah, we're going to check it out. We definitely going to check it out. I really appreciate that, too. All right, Motor Mouth Mall, 73s to you, man. Let's see what else is going on. We tied it up for a while there. We're going to have people might be getting mad at us out there. Hey, catch you later, my friend. Always enjoy 73s.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. By the way, I had a YouTube gate going here for the last 11 minutes and 37. 11:37. I hope we get him on the Watergate now. 11 minutes and 37 seconds. And counting. So the Watergate's rolling on my end. I didn't start it in the beginning of our QSO. But I did finally decide to get it going, and so you got a whole lot of you up there, and that was after your signal came up. Your signal was actually lower before, and so it came up, and so it's a good sample of you on this video gate there, Break.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure, definitely. I always look at your video gates. I heard you saying something, Checkpoint. It's 10-4, but I'll check that out for sure. It looked like conditions might be starting to drop out just a tad bit here. All right, my friend, A73's Motor Mouth Mall. I caught a little bit of that Checkpoint, but it was rough and tough on my receiver there, Roger.
A73, I'll let you get back to Checkpoint and tell him I said hello, and I'm back out. Bye. I hear a state line operator out there. He said 951 Checkpoint knows exactly when to key up. He got it figured out, ain't no doubt about that. Hello out there one more time. Duck Hunter, hello out there. State line operator. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now. Breaker.
Motor Mouth Mall, Jolly Rancher's going to try to wave at you.
Big old wave right back at you there, Jolly Rancher. You all up in there looking good, sounding good there, Break.
That thing just fine, my friend. Good evening, Tom Wave. Hey, Checkpoint, you and Motor Mouth Mall, y'all had my radio tore up from the floor up, man. I couldn't pull much of that out. I'm waving back to you, my man. I don't even have this antenna looking at you, and you're coming down here to my receiver, ain't no doubt there. Hey, I don't even think you got conditions. I don't know how you doing it. Good evening, Tom, to you, my friend.
Guess I ain't got no conditions right around Motor Mouth Mall. Lumberjack and the Razorback are eating the mail.
Hey, Roger that. Well, I had about 7 to 9 on you when I turned my on this mountain, man. You coming in real strong now that I move my beam, Roger. that's just Mother Nature. That's Mother Nature and some big coax there, break.